on this one. Yo, it's your boy AJ. I'm here with Rage. I'm here with Chubbs. We about to break down all these crazy Nets Twitter rumors, everything Nets. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You're now tuned in the Nets Kingdom.
Nets Kingdom.
To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, we've been on Nets Twitter and a lot of these rumors. You know how Twitter is during the off season, or when you're not the off season, but when your team is not playing. All these trade rumors happen. The Nets got a bunch of picks. So the article came out about it was Alex. Shout out to the Athletic, Alex Schiffer, and John Hollinger is doing a good job on Athletic. Basically, put the rumors to bed. I'll read what he said here. He said, John and I heard the same thing in Chicago, where the draft combine is and the lottery. Those Mikal Bridges, Blazers trade rumors are all talk. Nets aren't interested. And now everybody was first. It was the Dame rumors where we thought, we're gonna get Dame. Dame came to the Barclays. He did little kind of,
Mikal's one of his favorite players.
One of his favorite players. We see that the Dame thing. Everybody's like, okay, I'm gonna trade for Dame. I'm gonna come to the Nets. And then Dame put that tweet out the other day about what was the tweet say again? It was like, if you guys want to trade me, send it in. Oh, sign the petition and send it in. So if the fans want to trade me, sign a petition and send it in. That was a tweet. Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, whoa, Dame, you want out? Like, you want out? Stop playing with us like that.
Yeah.
So they basically said they're putting the rumors to bed. It's not happening. Zach Lowe said also that Dame is likely to stay in Portland. And then we got the Alex Schiffer news. What was your guys' reaction about the Mikal? Everybody was putting Mikal in the trade block for Scoot. We did the last stream on Scoot. Right. So what was your opinions?
I understand it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, Scoot's just some scrub. Why are we trading Mikal for him? I understand the reasoning behind it. Mikal, while yes, he is technically young, he is turning 27 soon. And trading for Scoot, you get younger and you get a lottery talent, which means you might possibly get a potential superstar if developed correctly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to factor in, just as much as we could be a tanking team, get a bunch of young talent, we could easily be in like a short rebuild mode where we don't even have to really try too hard to be back to where we want to be. On top of that, Mikal Bridges can be an all-NBA talent in like a season.
Why do you think like Nets World was so kind of quick to they saw like that Portland opened up that pick for the third pick, so they're putting it on sale for trade. Why do you think Nets World like was so eager, like, okay, let's get it, let's trade Mikal?
Let me answer this. Because I was a person who was kind of talking about like Scoot and how it would kind of make sense. Mm-hmm. I was talking about it for the simple fact that I don't really trust what Marks is able to do, because it's like what in a rebuilding situation that's where he's like best at. It seems like building up a team, not really like not like once you have like the your stars and what you have right now, like essentially, he's not really able to make that work. I mean, you saw how when we had Durant and when we had Kyrie, how the team, like how our entire team looked. I mean, we had those guys, and we still never got a center, and we still weren't able to have really, really good role players at all. And that was my issue. I just didn't trust Marks to help build what we had. And I thought there was an upside with trading for that pick, but now it's like but it's still made sense to me why you don't. And I was more on the side of keeping with what you had anyways but like the only reason why I didn't want to do that was because of what Marks is like. But we know with this team and with time what this team can end up being. Mikal Bridges will be an All-NBA player. This is the one guy who won't get hurt. He will, knock on wood, but he hasn't gotten hurt at all. He's going to be able to play these games that these stars aren't going to be able to. A lot of times, stars can't make All-NBA teams because they're not healthy. Mikal Bridges is that. He's an Iron Man, and he's playing elite defense along with being our number one scorer. This is something that's going to be interesting, and we have this. I feel like you keep this team one more year, and you see what's up, because you still have to gather more information with this team for a full season. We saw a half of a season. That was it, and we still have to see what's going on with Ben Simmons and Cam Thomas as well.
Yeah. Let me read a quick quote from the Brian Lewis article. It says, as Dorian Finney-Smith told Brian Lewis this week, everybody here knows what's going on. We know the pieces we have, and you just never know in this league. So I guess we're going to see after the draft, see what's going on, and go from there. Lewis, in writing about the Nets trade picture, noted that Bridges is largely seen as untouchable and has become the face of the franchise. The Nets did reject an offer of 4 first-round picks from the Grizzlies at the deadline, per Michael Scotto. Shout out to Hoops Hype. So it's like I didn't really see the vision with the Scoot thing, because I was like, I don't think Sean Marks is going to do that. But they did put out a little rumor about possibly us trading our draft picks for a proven scorer and a rebounder. And this kind of made me nervous when this first came out, because the history with Sean Marks saying that and doing that, when he flips picks for players, it doesn't always like turn out the right way. I don't know if am I bugging y'all, because like we've seen the Shamits and remember the Shamit deal and the players we get during the draft.
We've been hearing we are getting rebounding and all that.
Yeah.
We never address it. We never.
Yeah.
He lies. He lies every single time. Well, I'm going to get a rebounder. 4 years later.
Honestly, I don't even know if he flipped a pick for Karras, but probably that was like the only good kind of exchange of a player kind of thing he did. But usually the free agents, it's like, or the guys we usually get during the draft, when Sean Marks gets in his flip kind of bag, it's like, can you say it's lackluster?
Yes.
Right? Like, I mean, come on, man. So it's like, that's what kind of made me nervous about this. Like, I don't know, man, but we'll see. Like, we have to see what direction they'll take, because the draft is so important. They're going to tell us what direction. I mean, I know people have their opinions now and what they think is going to happen, but you don't know until that
it happens.
It happens.
and one of the things, like another reason why I was like more so like I was like okay with a rebuild, if that's what the Nets were okay with going, is because with this team and with how Sean Marks operates, how much do you really trust in him to develop these picks?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, we just drafted 5 people in 2020, in the 2021-22 NBA season, the 2020, that we just in that draft.
Yeah.
And out of those 5 players, none of them really play for us. Daron Sharp played a little bit. He played a little bit at the end, a little bit towards the end of the season, but he didn't really play. He didn't play in the playoffs, I don't think, at all. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Cam Thomas doesn't play much. We traded Kessler Edwards. Raekwon Gray doesn't play. Zagorowski doesn't play. And David Duke's undrafted.
Yeah. We might even lose David Duke this year too, but I want to dive deeper into the draft packages, but I think we'll save that for another video. Like, if we did trade our picks and the type of draft packages we do, like, the 21st pick with Joe or 21st second pick with, I've seen people put out Kuminga out there. I've seen people put out a couple of guys out there, but I want to like put that
and like you said, players we would attach to the deal, like a Joe Harris or Dorian.
Attached, because I'm assuming you like the teams that are going to give up something of worth. They're going to want a player that's good
in return.
In return, not just a pick. They don't want just a guy that, a rookie or, 2 rookies. But unless you're a rebuilding team and you don't really care. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Next video, we'll get into like what draft packages, if Sean Marks were to trade our picks, we should cook up, and what players we should cook up. But make sure you hit that like button. Follow us on Instagram at NetsKingdom1. And also on netskingdom.net, we're going to be dropping a whole bunch of articles on there. And all our Twitters are scrolling at the bottom. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back.